Political economy is an interdisciplinary branch of the social sciences. It focuses on the interrelationships among individuals, governments, and public policy. Political economists study how economic theories such as capitalism, socialism, and communism work in the real world.
Any economic theory is a means of directing the distribution of a finite amount of resources in a way that benefits the greatest number of individuals. These ideas can be studied both theoretically and as they are used in the real world. In the real world, public policy is created and implemented around these economic theories. Political economists study both the underlying roots of these policies and their results. In a wider sense, political economy was once the common term used for the field we now call economics. Adam Smith, John Stuart Mill, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau all used the term to describe their theories.
The shorter-term economy was substituted in the early 20th century with the development of more rigorous statistical methods for analyzing economic factors. The term political economy is still widely used to describe any government policy that has an economic impact.
The field of political economy is the study of how economic theories such as capitalism or communism play out in the real world. As political parties come to and leave power, economic policy often changes in a country based on the ideology and goals of the party in power.
Those who study political economy seek to understand how history, culture, and customs impact an economic system. Global political economy studies how political forces shape global economic interactions.
The rise of globalism and global trade means that political economy in one country can impact both the economy and the politics of others.
Political economy is a branch of social science that studies the relationship that forms between a nation's population and its government when public policy is enacted. It is, therefore, the result of the interaction between politics and the economy and is the basis of the social science discipline.
Socialism. This type of political economy promotes the idea that the production and distribution of goods and wealth are maintained and regulated by society, rather than a particular group of people. The rationale behind this is that whatever is produced by society is done so because of those who participate, regardless of status, wealth, or position. Socialism aims to bridge the gap between rich and poor, eliminating the ability of individuals or groups to control the majority of power and wealth.
Capitalism. This theory advocates profit as a motive for advancement and the ability of free markets to regulate and drive the economy on their own. The idea behind capitalism is that private individuals and other actors are driven by their own interests. They control production and distribution, set prices, and create supply and demand. Those who research the political economy are called political economists. Their study generally involves the examination of how public policy, the political situation, and political institutions impact a country's economic standing and future through a sociological, political, and economic lens. Political economy may draw upon sociology, economics, and political science to define how government, an economic system, and politics influence each other. The term political economy refers to a branch of social sciences that focuses on relationships between individuals, governments, and public policy. It is also used to describe the policies set by governments that affect their nation's economies.
The main concern of political economy is to determine the relationship between governments and individuals, and how public policy affects society. This is done through the study of sociology, politics, and economics.
Some of the characteristics or themes of a political economy include the distribution of wealth, how goods and services are produced, who owns property and other resources, who profits from production, supply and demand, and how public policy and government interaction impact society.
The types of a political economy include socialism, which states that any production and wealth should be regulated and distributed by society, capitalism, where private owners control a nation's industry and trade for profit, and communism, the theory where all property is publicly owned and everyone works based on their own needs and strengths. Adam Smith is generally considered the father of economics and the father of the political economy. But the term is generally ascribed to French economist Antoine de Montchrestien, who wrote the book Traité de l'économie politique, which translates to the Treaty of the Political Economy. Political economy is a branch of the social sciences that studies the relationships among individuals, governments, and public policy. It examines how politics impacts the economy and how the economy impacts politics.